Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Adventure. Today, we'll explore the crucial final stages of the software development lifecycle, deployment and maintenance. These phases are where your project truly meets its users and starts creating value. We'll first dive into the deployment phase, where we'll discuss strategies for a successful software release and how to avoid common pitfalls. Then, we'll move on to maintenance, where the focus shifts to fixing bugs, updating features, and keeping your software and product secure and reliable. Imagine you've built an exciting new app or product, and it's finally ready for users. But what happens next? How do you release it smoothly? And what does it take to keep it running efficiently afterward? Whether you're a developer or simply curious about what happens after software launch, this video will give you a clear, practical understanding of these final SDLC phases. So, let's get started by diving into the deployment phase and learning what it takes to deliver software that users love. If you missed our previous video, I strongly encourage you to check it out first. It's an essential part of our learning journey and will ensure you're fully up to speed and on the same page with the rest of the content. The deployment phase is a crucial stage of the software development lifecycle, SDLC, where the tested and finalized software or product is released for use by the end users. It marks the transition from development to actual operation and involves several activities to ensure a smooth rollout of the software or product. In the case of a device product, the deployment phase involves more than just software release. It includes hardware setup, firmware installation, and comprehensive user preparation. Here in this video, we will consider software release as a deployment target. Let's explore this phase in detail. Deployment requires careful planning, coordination, and execution to minimize disruption and ensure a seamless experience. Here are key activities involved in the deployment phase. Deployment planning. Before actual deployment, a detailed deployment plan is created. Decides whether it will be a full release, phased rollout, or pilot release. Defines when the deployment will take place, often during off-peak hours to reduce impact. Assigns specific tasks to team members, including developers, IT staff, and support teams. Outlines a strategy to revert to the previous version in case of issues or failures. The next step is setting up the target environment by installing the software on the chosen production servers, cloud, on-premises, or hybrid, and making necessary configurations for optimal performance, such as network, server, and database settings. Data migration follows, where data is extracted from legacy systems, transformed into a compatible format, and then loaded into the new system's database. Testing is crucial here to ensure data integrity. User training is essential to help users understand and adapt to the new software. This can be done through workshops, user manuals, or online tutorials, aiming to reduce the learning curve. The software is then launched in the go-live stage, where it becomes available to users. Continuous monitoring begins immediately, focusing on performance metrics, error logging, and collecting user feedback to address any emerging issues. Support mechanisms like a help desk and incident management are set up to handle user queries and plan for regular updates. Finally, a post-deployment review is conducted to assess the deployment process, analyze any encountered issues, gather feedback, and update documentation as needed for future reference and improvement. Deployment strategies. These strategies help organizations manage risks, gather feedback, and ensure a smoother transition during the software release process. 1. Full release. Deploys the software to all users at once. Simple but risky if issues arise. 2. Phased rollout. Gradual release to different user groups or regions, minimizing risk and allowing early issue detection. 3. Pilot release. Software is released to a small group of users first, allowing for testing and feedback before the full release. 4. Blue-green deployment. Two identical environments, blue and green, allow for switching between old and new versions to reduce downtime. 5. Canary release. A small group of users gets the new version first, allowing issues to be addressed before a broader release. 6. Rolling deployment. New software is deployed to a few servers at a time, ensuring minimal disruption during large-scale deployments. Let's see challenges in the deployment phase. Downtime and service disruption. Even short periods of downtime can impact users, especially in critical applications. Compatibility issues. Differences between the development, testing, and production environments can lead to unexpected issues. Data migration errors. Incorrect or incomplete data migration can result in data loss or corruption. User resistance. Users may resist changes, especially if the new system significantly alters their workflows. Lack of rollback plan. Without a proper rollback plan, it can be difficult to revert changes in case of failure. Let's see our next step in SDLC phase. Maintenance phase. The maintenance phase is the final phase of the software development lifecycle, SDLC. However, it is often the longest and most resource-intensive phase, as it continues for as long as the software is in use. The primary goal of this phase is to ensure the software remains functional, reliable, secure, and aligned with user needs throughout its lifecycle. Types of maintenance in software. Corrective maintenance. This type involves fixing defects or bugs found in the software after it has been deployed. It's focused on resolving issues that prevent the software from functioning correctly. Adaptive maintenance. This involves updating the software to ensure it remains compatible with changes in the environment, such as new operating systems, hardware, or third-party software updates. Perfective maintenance. This type focuses on improving the software by adding new features, enhancing performance, or refining the user interface based on user feedback or changing business needs. Preventive maintenance. It aims to prevent future issues by making changes that reduce the risk of system failures, such as code optimization, refactoring, or performing routine system checks. Each type of maintenance ensures that the software continues to meet user needs, stays secure, and adapts to evolving technologies and requirements over time. Key activities in the maintenance phase. Bug fixing. Identifying and resolving any defects or issues that arise after the software has been deployed. Performance monitoring. Continuously monitoring the software to ensure it performs efficiently and identifying areas for improvement. Updates and patches. Applying updates to fix vulnerabilities, improve functionality, or add new features based on user feedback or evolving requirements. Enhancements. Adding new features or functionality to meet changing user needs or market demands. Security management. Ensuring the software remains secure by addressing any vulnerabilities, applying security patches, and monitoring for threats. User support. Providing ongoing customer support to address issues, answer questions, and assist with troubleshooting. Documentation updates. Updating technical documentation and user manuals to reflect changes, new features, or fixes in the software. These activities ensure the software remains reliable, functional, and aligned with user needs throughout its lifecycle. Challenges in the maintenance phase. High costs. Maintenance can be costly, especially for complex systems that require frequent updates. Technical debt. Legacy code and outdated components can make maintenance more challenging and time-consuming. Compatibility issues. Keeping the software compatible with new technologies and platforms can be difficult. User expectations. Users may expect continuous improvements and quick fixes, adding pressure on the maintenance team. Limited resources. Lack of dedicated resources or skilled personnel can hinder effective maintenance. To quickly recap, we discussed the importance of the deployment phase, where we prepare and release the software smoothly to users. We also covered the maintenance phase, focusing on bug fixes, updates, and continuous improvements to keep the software secure and performing well. By understanding these phases, you can ensure that your software projects not only reach users effectively, but also continue to deliver a great experience over time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on software development. Remember, successful software doesn't end at launch. It's an ongoing journey of improvement and user satisfaction. Keep building, keep iterating. Now that we've completed our journey through the SDLC in this video, we'll dive deeper into essential skills such as programming languages, areas of expertise, and how to effectively prepare for interviews Q&A. I'll also be creating more videos to guide you through these topics step by step. If there's anything specific you'd like to learn about, feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments below. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.